Hi guys, Poundland selling off their Christmas stock, 120 bright white fairy lights, battery operated, £1.50. I also got the warm white set as well, so bright white and warm white. And I thought I'd do one of Big Clive's conversions, because these are battery powered, so they would take 3 AA batteries in there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, got a screw on it. Yes, 3 AA batteries. Before Christmas, you might have seen the video where I converted this little kit that I'd put together some time ago. That has 3 AA batteries on it, and it also has a 5-volt DC input via that socket there. And I converted it so it would run off my little power bank that I made from vape batteries. So that's actually a 5-volt supply. So I connected it up there so it went in the same way that it would have gone in there if I'd have plugged it in. And that ran beautifully over Christmas. It would run for about 2 days continuously off that supply. But what I'm going to do now is run these off of a 5-volt supply. Now, logic tells me I could just cut those 2 wires, solder them straight onto there, and it should run. Watching Big Clive's video, he actually puts a couple of 22 ohm resistors in series, one on each leg, to drop the current. So I think I'll do the same thing. I'll actually copy what he's done. I've got some 22 ohm resistors here somewhere in my box. And we'll do that and see if we can actually get these to run. So it's 120 LEDs. I don't know if they flash or anything. I think it's just a straight... Well, the obvious thing to do is put some batteries in and find out, isn't it? Because if they flash, they're not the ones that we want. We just want a plain white light. And there we go, plain white light. I actually have something in mind that I want to use these for, to illuminate my 3D printer. I'm not going to make it all fancy or anything. I just want to have some light on it so I can keep an eye on it from my security camera, which I use to monitor it while it's printing. The security camera doesn't do what it says on the box. You'll have to have a look at the video I did on it. It's supposed to have infrared LEDs on it so that it runs and you can see what's going on in darkness. Well, the infrared LEDs don't come on. Doesn't matter what I do to it, they don't light up. So I think it's a fake. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a fake. It was cheap. But I just want to be able to see it running. At the moment, I leave the main lights on in the room. And I just thought, if I can get these to run with low voltage, low current, that might be enough just to give me enough light to see what's going on. For £1.50, I thought we'd give it a go. So, we got the LEDs. As I say, in my heart, I don't think there's any problem with actually connecting them straight onto that. I wonder if these have got a resistor in there. Probably. Let's have a look, see what they've got. Got a little circuit board there, and there is, oh gosh, I don't know whether that's a, I've got a resistor there, a 100 ohm resistor just there. I will do a close-up in a minute. I'm just wondering what that, I'm going to say transistor, but it's probably a voltage regulator. Let's do a close-up. Right, it's got 706 written on it, and a 100 ohm resistor. Well, I didn't expect that. So whether that is a voltage regulator, I'll have to look it up. Just checking, there is nothing on the other side of the board. Well, no real surprise, I can't actually find it when I try looking online. So I don't know what that is. So it says 706 on it. It goes across the output. If I measure the right way round, I'm getting just over 4 volts out of the batteries while it's on load. And if I go the other side of that resistor, that drops it down to 2.8, 2.85. So yeah, somebody else will have to tell me what that does across there. We've got the positive. Oh, let's come in a bit closer. If you were watching Big Clive, you'd have printed this and written on it in big writing. So we've got positive, comes down along the bottom here and goes out on this wire. Negative comes down here, goes across that resistor, so it drops to 2.8 going across that resistor, and then goes into the middle of the switch there, which I assume when it goes, we've got two position switch. Oh, that's what it is. We found it now. Well, there we go. That's what that's doing. In the middle position, it's putting power onto one leg of that transistor. So it's not a voltage regulator. It's actually making it flash. So in one position, it's going via that transistor, and in the other position, it's permanent DC. Oh, well, I expect it says that on the instructions somewhere, if one chose to read them. Yeah, on, flash, and off. So occasionally it's worth reading the instructions. Oh, so forget what I was waffling on about voltage regulator, nothing to do with that. It is just flashing. Okay, well, we don't need it. I want it to be a permanent light, so we could just use a 100 ohm resistor, but Big Clive suggested, what did I say, 222 ohm resistors, because we're actually running off a 5 volt supply instead of a 4.5 volt supply. Right, we'll give it a try. Right, we'll desolder this one. Probably a good idea to unplug it just so we don't accidentally short it out. So that's the lead I'm going to use. And just for demonstration purposes, there we go, that's running off that power bank. I didn't know I'd got one of those laying around, which was why we went to the extent of soldering it directly on. So that can go back in the Christmas stock up in the loft. And this one, I've just very carefully dropped one of my resistors on the floor somewhere. I'll have to search for that. Right, two 22 ohm resistors. Power supply. I've left my helping hand upstairs. Shall we go and find it? Yeah, let's go and find it. Right, this will be more or less word for word the way that Big Clive does it. We will want some heat shrink. That yellow looks nice. That will go over there, so we can put it all the way over in a minute. We've got a piece we can put over the whole thing. A bit bigger than that. Yeah, we should be able to use that in a minute. Right. Okay. And then this fella, I've already marked one of the black leads as the positive. This little battery box might be useful for something. That's the one with a bit of silver on it. So that should be the positive. We'll soon find out. If I wire it up and it doesn't work, then I've probably got it backwards. Right, just temporarily, let's just put them on. So I think that one is the positive. And I think that one is the negative. So just let them blow in the breeze. Yeah, okay. They're a bright, they're a light. They don't appear to be getting hot. So I'll shorten those leads, slide the heat shrink over it. I will obviously put a link in the video description to Big Clive's original video. I suppose what I could have done was tried it without the resistors just to see what happened. A bit late now. Because Big Clive does like his warm white rather than bright white. You might be able to hear it's raining in the background, or you might not. These wireless microphone that I use does seem to do quite a good job of cancelling background noise. Let's leave that just on there like that. So there we go. Plain white LEDs running off my power bank. Or if we undo a bit of this, how have they tied it up? I got a link around it. Well, they haven't got much of a length to the first one. I was thinking it was going to be longer than that. Right, I'm just going to go and plug it into my USB power supply. So that's mains powered USB power supply, and it's the same brightness. As I say, my idea is I'm just going to put this next to my 3D printer just to illuminate it enough for me to see that it's still running when I check it via my security camera. Link to the security camera in the video description. Oh, I was going to waffle on about the fact they've got these little LEDs in there and they've made these little caps to make them look just like the old fairy lights. The ones that used to try and unscrew or pull out, and they'd always break off the little brass contact at the end. So you'd end up with a bit of glass in your hand and a bit of brass still in the socket. Anyway, job done. Thanks, Big Clive. And that was interesting that it's got a little flasher unit in there done by that little chip or transistor. So that was an interesting find. Well, I've got to say that probably qualifies as one of my stupidest ideas. Actually, it doesn't look too bad on the phone here, but I'll show you a quick clip of the security camera, and it's just not bright enough. I didn't want it to be bright. I wanted to have minimal lighting to save on electricity. But yeah, in the camera here it looks fine, but on the security camera it's rubbish. Yeah, that's the security camera view. Yes, not really much use, is it? I mean, I'll be able to see that it is still printing. If I wave my hand there, you can see my phone there. So yeah, we'll be able to see if the filaments run out, possibly. Whether we'll be able to see whether it's come loose on the bed. Yeah, stupid idea, I think. Never mind. Only cost me £1.50 to try it out. And obviously bigclivedotcom's video works. I followed his instructions and it all worked. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.